the stream is live, but not playing anything. Thank you, Twitch. Okay. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got VoDs. We got VoDs today. Controller, do you want to work? Yeah. Can I give people like a minute or two to trickle in? I'm gonna play like 1 or 2 matches on queue. I'm just giving people a second. Warm my brain up, get me thinking about the game, get my fingers good for replay takeover. What is this connection? Please tell me you just alt-tabbed. Surely it cannot be that bad. Let's play... Yeah. Oh, they took my Parasol palette.
Everybody warmed up? Showtime!
I don't have a shot left this time, right? Am I dropping this? No. I may not. Do we know? I'm not that far. Trade? Yeah. Oh, I know why I'm dropping. Let me get out of window. Oh, they just don't play anymore. Ping for the Twitch channel. Yep. Okay, what's up? Let's see if I can find one more gamer real quick. Warm me up a little bit more, because I'm a little Skullgirls out. Have been life's been a whirlwind recently, so I have not been paying as much attention. Gotta get in the right mindset. But if it takes this long to fight another match, I might just get it going. Skullgirls. We playing? We're not playing? Okay. Let me try and hit this once. And then we get to go. Oi! This does not go well for the replay. There we go. Alright, let's get started. I think I'm sufficiently... No. It's the bug. Okay. Gross. Well, try this again. Let's try this again. No replays are gonna work, right? Yeah. So, Invader, asking specifically, defensive options and getting out of pressure. I'm gonna go versus Prince. So up front, your reversal options are kinda meh. Your team does have them though. Well, Invulnerable reversal options. Your team has some pretty strong defensive tools. Fortune's jab is really good. Dahlia and Eliza jabs are situational, but Dahlia and Eliza have really good up forward buttons. So does Fortune, for the record. But yeah, let's go through this. And if I remember correctly,
Everybody warmed up. Action.
let me double check. Oh wait, I need to. There we go. So now it shouldn't freak out when I do this. Why don't I not go super nitty gritty? Because I'm pretty sure y'all are beginners, so I don't want to like go fully into this. So let's see what offense you're struggling to deal with, and then we'll go there. Check. You do not bother to do the premises. I like to check forward. So you as a Fortune player, very important thing to know. I took control of the character. Right, can you tech forward? Actually, I don't really get to demonstrate it here. Oh, kind of quiet. Okay. Why? I shouldn't be. Where are my mech settings? Don't care. Yeah, my mic volume should be full. What? Did I? I mean, okay, I can turn it up for now. Hopefully that's better. Thank you for letting me know, though. Not what I meant to do. Here we go. I'll do that and that for now. Hopefully this is better. Let me know if it needs to be further. I just don't want to, like, overdo it. Okay, I'll honestly, yeah, I'll bump it more. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, okay, so, big thing for Fortune to know in this matchup. You can dash under tiers. So, you don't get to see it here, but you can do it afterwards. They time the shot pretty well for when you tech forward. But you can run under the next one. And you're... Oh, I'm still just dropping that. So, very important tool to know. I can demonstrate it like this. Wait. Back tech and then go forward. I like your forward tech here, so I was, but you can go under. Cat doesn't need to respect the zoning as much. Ooh, Cat scratch in neutral. Is that what you wanted? That was. Cat scratch is not usually a neutral play. Overextend on block happens. Get called out for it. This matchup is kind of annoying. But, for the record, Dahlia really likes being at this spacing for this matchup. Because you have... I did not want that to be a super jump. Because you can do stuff like this. When you're at threat to just like, that's a crazy trade actually. When you're at threat to just jump in any direction and get this on parasol, she has to play a lot more careful. And then it also lets you go forward aggressively, but in this case, they're choosing a really aggressive option, so that'll shut you down. Okay, overhead, no combo. Oh, you're on that side. That's Trixie. Okay, come on. Oh no, we gotta kill her. Okay, so I'm gonna introduce you to this because part of your question was about defense. This is a bit more of an intermediate concept. It's harder than what you're kind of gonna be, but even if you don't necessarily need to practice it yet. She should have something that can reach her. Maybe not. That was a bad push block anyway. Push block too early. So what you're looking to do is push block the very first hit of these bugs. So we go through all this, and obviously I'm going frame by frame, so it's going to be like perfect. But from this point, you get a PBGC punish if you are in range. This range is a little bit messy. Oops. There you go. You can get a counter hit with a 2 medium punch. That's a bad push block. But this is how you deal with this. This is how you deal with blocking parasols doing this. And if you learn to get consistent at this, which again is honestly relatively high level, especially knowing niche situations like this facing, you can kill a lot of parasols, and I forgot how to do double combos. So that is how you deal with that. You don't necessarily need to learn how to do it just yet, but I wanted to introduce you to the idea. I don't really like Assault here. Assault's pretty slow. But it is an option. I just kind of want you to think about what it does beat versus what it doesn't beat. So, actually, I can show you what it does or doesn't beat. So, pop, 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 pop. So, I can hit you with this. I can hit you with this. And like you saw, you can get hit by the overhead. What you will beat is lows. And that's kind of about it. So, that's essentially all you're calling out. Because Parasol can also do this off of it, by the way. So you are beating 1 out of 4 or 5 options, depending on how you want to look at it, by choosing that. Not necessarily worth the risk unless you're really convinced they're going to go for the low. Just my opinion. It's a pretty risky option. Actually, to show you, if you wanna beat them going for high-low for you on the ground, there's a better option for this actually, and it's called. Wait, can I not do this? Am I crazy? Never mind. I'm a liar. Wow. My bad. Usually people can press on the way down there. Maybe not for that specific setup. That off the counter is sketchy. Very sketchy. I'm not noticing too much besides what I would argue is over-aggression on defense. The bigger problem, honestly, feels like your block strings, you're extending a ton on them. Okay, I'm starting to see the, you are mashing out of pressure a lot and not using your push block to create space. So we'll see if this continues, but I'm starting to get an idea of what the defense might need to work on. And okay. Initial impressions. I want to prescribe more push block. Well, let's see what else we got. Yes, wrong round start. That happens. Let me... Forward... Okay, yeah. You just chose to be aggressive and they chose the faster aggressive option. Happens. Yeah, so... You waited really long to push block. I would recommend having your goal be to push block around the third hit. So, technically still kind of what you did, but it was towards the tail end. If you can consistently push block the second or third hit, your defense will feel very good for a while until people have tailored offenses to beat you. It's a really strong, just baseline habit for beginners to get used to. So, again here, let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. You waited so long to push block. And then the unfortunate reality of it is, when you push blocked, you're getting hit by a multi-hit lockdown assist, so it's not doing much of anything. So, for reference, if I'm playing defense here... Oops, that was not the best blocking move. All of a sudden I have to hold a lot less. And then I can do that and kind of fight my way back with space I've gotten. Bomber kind of catches you trying to get out that way. Can't dash under it. But you build yourself a lot of space. And let's say I do it with a third. It's a lot harder for her to run at me after the fact. But, yeah. By push blocking where you did, the one thing you allow yourself, the one opportunity you give yourself, is a PBGC window. Which is risky. But it is an option you're providing for yourself. That being said, the situation kind of just sucks. Because the tier's on you, and none of your reversals beat this. Oh, that does. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, so essentially, if you're push blocking here, you're looking for a PBGC because you kind of don't have many other options. Let me show you something. Look at how far away she is from you. If you just push block this really slow single hit thing. You could even do that after the push block. Like, push block builds you so much space to fight back. You can even choose to be aggressive. Like, it just lets you play the game, and then you can get cheeky. like, it gives you space to breathe and figure out your options. And then that space, in turn, gives you more options in and of itself. Like, push blocking is a fundamental part of defense in this game, and by not using it, you are making life significantly harder for yourself. Not even, and for the record, this is not even like a push block stops being effective at higher levels. Push block and how you use push block improves from beginner all the way to the highest echelon of this game. It is something you will never stop learning to iterate upon, adapt around, and use. It is the fundamental defense of this game. So getting used to using it now, I think will really, really, really help you. And then you can use that basic understanding to then build in more understanding. And so again, it's like, I know you're a beginner and I listed off a ton of different options, and so it's like, you can look to push block this hit, or this hit, or this hit, and based on which one you push block, you can go down a plethora of different responses. And it's just like, you can go really far down that rabbit hole, but right now, you don't need to be targeting anything in specific. I just want you to start push blocking more, and then recognizing, like, trying to just identify the situation in front of you after you've push blocked. I have space, oh, I think I'm going to do up back jump heavy kick, and like try and contest that space. Oh, I see their assist coming. I'm probably still got to be patient. Maybe I'll counter call. Oh, I push blocked, but they're still stuck on me, but I have a reversal. Maybe I'll try to PBGC here. And just kind of like explore those options. But those options only open up if you've started push blocking. So I highly, highly recommend trying to push block more and earlier. So again, target to goal is second or third hit of a block string. That's usually a good baseline of like, I've reacted to blocking and I push blocked in a reasonable amount of time. So again, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now you push block. Sorry, 6 and then you push block. Whereas if you just push block earlier, you save your assist first and foremost. Get off of me. And then you push block again. Voila, your assist is out, you're a full screen away, they can't do anything off of it. Yeah, you die for this. Reload when you don't have an assist. It's not a neutral assist. Oh, almost the confirm. Good block, Prince, honestly. Oh. Oh no, where'd the jump medium kick go? A little too early, it happens. I feel that in my soul. Yeah, it doesn't. I'm usually in the habit of just, I don't want to risk anything. I'm picking up with 2 medium kick. And then I can't do TK Horus, but yeah. Got mashed on. That happens. Not gonna worry about that sort of mind game just yet. Oh, what the... Is this Street Fighter? That... This has hit stop? That still trades, yeah. Wait, right, I can try this. Okay. That creates chaos, but it's, I don't necessarily think it's in your favor. Oh, they didn't keep track. Sorry. Got pinged. What do you do where? For tag combo? Okay. So, what happened here? So, double checking Prince. Are you aware that when you do a tag combo, your IPS doesn't reset like it does for DHC combos? And if nothing that I said makes sense to you, please let me know. So, yes. So, for this, let me pull up the combo stages. So, yeah, you got your hit confirm string, nothing here is tracked. Combo stage 3, your medium punch and heavy kick are now tracked. Your medium kick and heavy punch are now tracked. So now, your medium kick was tracked, and you used it again, which means they can burst. So, bearing that in mind, you want to avoid using whatever you want to pick up with. So in this case, yeah, it doesn't quite work nicely. Oh, that's the wrong tag. But you get the idea. So yeah, you can do anything like that. You can also just use your light kick, actually. I mean, you're here, so asking questions is fine. Because you can combo your light kick into your launcher as Parasol. And then, yeah. Here, now you know. Delayed burst. Oh, almost. Did you try and Gato to confirm off this? Okay, so. As a fortune. You're using one of your God buttons. From this height, jump medium kick, or jump medium punch, sorry, is really good. And so usually what fortunes will do is they'll jump light kick, jump medium punch. Because it is really hard to deal with. I need to take control a little bit earlier. And you can get this sort of pickup. Ah! Like, you can pick it up with a jab. You can also just Gato, but it's more input intensive. I think you can even still get a Gato in. No, not quite. But yeah, so this is what I would usually be doing here. Also, partially because jump light kick, jump medium punch as a landing block string is really hard to deal with. So, food for thought. Way overextending on block again. We gotta work on these hit confirms. We know? It's hard to get much off of that. Wait, you have butchers! get a full combo. Use your assist. Yeah, you can get a combo off this throw. Also, for the record, Prince, it is a specific timing, but you do have a guaranteed throw punish on Heavy Axe, the standing axe. There is like a 2 or 3 frame window where if they're good enough at their throw timing, you don't have an opportunity to bite. So don't hard rely on that frame trap, because it's not actually real. Pressing on defense again. That is not where you use medium kick. We're pressing medium kick here? Medium kick is not a there in my face button. Or at least very rarely is it a there in my face button. Ah. So you kind of have 2, technically 3 options here. But so, you've got the bones. The bones is either going to do nothing, or they're going to swing. Coin flip. Especially because if you're forced to block, your character's dead. You're getting chipped out. So, your 2 options are counter, which breaks skeleton armor, by the way. So if they swing at you, you counter, your turn. That beats them pressing. If they expect the counter, that I know that you know that I know, like going down that rabbit hole, they do nothing. Or they recall. Then that's where you throw. Throw will win. And so those 2 options cover everything besides the like hardest call out possible, which is Prince literally just jumping in the air and doing nothing, waiting for you to throw. That's not a realistic option that's going to come out this set. It's not a lot earlier, but yeah, you were too slow. Pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of just as soon as you can do it, honestly. You only really need to delay versus lights. That sucks. I'm attempting there for a reset. Okay. Kill. Again, so here. Wait, no, you did get the hit. This was just you not being quite fast enough. Okay, never mind. Not quite a hit confirm thing. That's hard. That was really good offense. That's hard to block. Yes. I should just. That's what I would say. Okay. Let me introduce you. And I will preface this with this is a risky option. This is choosing violence. This don't always do this. I'm doing this as a demonstration to show you what another Eliza option is on defense. I do not want you to do this very often. I want this to be calculated. But because Eliza's DP is throw vulnerable, you encourage people to throw you. Which means Oh, I usually press jump light kick because it comes out fast and can beat other slow options. Ends up being a very strong defensive option for her. Again, very risky. Very, very risky. But it's another thing to think about. Dahlia has a similar option with a forward jump light punch instead of kick. Which, again, she's very similar. Her reversal encourages people to throw her. So you want to think about defensive options. It's an option. It is a very risky option. Please, dear God, do not do that all of the time. But it is there, especially if you notice your opponent is throwing you a ton. Oh, sorry. I'll kind of fast forward to it while I'm getting there. But so, honestly, the, like, 2 or 3 biggest, like, parts of your defense are, let me turn on the volume. Parts of your defense are fine. Honestly, the majority of it doesn't bother me all that much. I don't think that's your biggest problem. So, the one thing I really want your defense to focus on was the thing I talked about a lot earlier. Push blocking. Oh, desynced. I think. This looks back to normal. Okay. Weird. I didn't realize I could desync like that for these characters. Distracted. My bad. Defense. Push block more, push block earlier. Reiterate, just for like the sake of spark notes. Try to push block by the second or third hit. What? Okay, I'll just let it play on its own then. Try to push block by the second or third hit. Other than that, I don't think your defense has necessarily got any massive glaring problems. It is genuinely, you need to use the defensive mechanic more. You just gotta push block more. It's free. There are downsides to it. Don't worry about them right now. Get used to using it more, get used to interacting with it more, get used to making decisions as a result of what your push block did for you more. That will help a lot. For offense, which, at least to me, felt like a bigger problem, especially because you're playing versus someone who recognizes how to push block guard cancel. You need to try and hit confirm earlier. And by that, ideally, you are not going past a medium if they block. It's hard to get into, and obviously, like, it's not a hard and fast rule, because assists change things, your specials change things. There's more nuance to it than that, but as a beginner and lower level, like, into the lower levels of intermediate, it is a very, very, very strong baseline to just, like, try and have that be your hit confirm goal. You're never going to get perfect with it, but it is kind of just something to strive towards, something to work on, just to get consistent. And it will help you not run into the problem where all of a sudden you're just getting hit because Prince knows how to check you for pressing too many buttons. And it's also an infuriating way to lose the game because it feels like they're just mashing on you, but the problem is you're playing in a way that incentivizes them to just mash on you. So it is genuinely the correct decision for them. Okay, let's see what happened here. You were just a little slow. Prince, that's what it was. It needs to be faster. Jab needs to come out a little bit faster. Beyond that, I don't think I have much major feedback. Like, a lot of it looks pretty good. Routing could use, or like, routing consistently could help a little bit, but that's the stage of the game you're at. Routing a little bit more, like being a little bit more consistent, less drops, implementing more mix, and just getting used to mixing someone until they're dead. So, genuinely, I think those are the two biggest things to work on. Nothing else is really bothering me all that much. So I'll be getting into Super Funk. Are there any other wrapping up thoughts? Because I'm trying to figure that out. I think, yeah, no. I think I'm fine with just leaving it on those. Hope it helps. And again, if you have any other questions, please feel free to ask. If in the future, like you rewatch this or you're thinking about it tonight, by all means, if something I said didn't make sense or if you want something else addressed, ask away in the server. I will gladly answer any other questions you have. Super Funk, you were asking basically how to mash, diversify your mashing, because you don't want to just use armor, because it can get called out. Super Funk. I know we know, but like, dude, you've got a problem. Good, no burst. Be very careful with the bomb on you. That kind of just sucks. It's a choice not to push block there, but I can understand it. I'm curious, actually. Oh, still no block. That is so much block stun. Okay, yeah, low-key, I'm just push blocking this every time. There's no pressing afterwards. Is that really not a true block string? Like, you have that as an option, but yeah, no. You should just be pushing blocking that. Patience. Get caught. Hit the assist, I agree. Navigate the garbage. Why? Why are you just taking that damage? What does that do for you? Okay, you can't go over it. You can go under it. And then, I mean, you can fly cancel again. I think if you're gonna... Okay, you did at least slide cancel it again. But in my head... You're here when you see it being shot. Can you... I mean... Any reason you didn't just... Go, okay, I can't avoid that, and then... Did the pinwheel thing? I don't know. I won't see the vision with the armor. Personally. Also, can you not... Oops. Yeah, you're too high to fast fall. Never mind. This DP6 is eating you alive. I'm trying to remember. Did you... Was it you who only sent him to? No, okay. Wait, no one sent... Oh, no. Yeah, someone did send it too. You've got more to work with. Lucky assist. Yes, sir. E6. Killer. Personally, for whatever reason, I'm genuinely thinking just like play to threaten to get space and then just force them to respect this. Or this. But like, position yourself in such a way where they're afraid to do much, and then drain that Indizzy. Because like... with the Indizzy full, you're not going to get much for this hit. Like, obviously you'll still get something, but I don't know if it's worth all that. Okay. Am I crazy? Am I remembering correctly? Wiki. Where's the wiki? Is her jab 8 frames? Yes, as a matter of fact it is. Okay. Oh, your stun light kick is 7. Just making sure I'm not missing. Yeah, okay. Why is your 2LP 12 frame startup? Yeah, I know it's obviously not ideal, but an alternative to mashing is using some of your fastest buttons instead of relying on the armor. Which means just mashing light kick. You can also press jab. It's a little slower, so it'll work in different situations. But like, voila. You've kind of fought your turn back. I meant to throw him to the corner, but you get the idea. Pressing your fastest button is always going to be a defensive option. Even if the button's not the greatest. Like the jab and 5 light kick are spaghetti. Super Funk. You are at the level where you should kind of be killing them for this. By that, I mean, you've played 1 game, 2 games, and we've been in this situation many times. Many, many times. Which means it's predictable. Which means you can call them out for it. Yoink! If people are down backing and calling a DP assist, please, dear God, just kill them. Kill them all. Kill them all. Like, this is your saving grace. Oh my god, I'm mashing it so hard I can't even actually get the input. Like, you can probably get both here depending on the situation. I know Pain and Running is a little finicky, but like, kill. This is one of the habits you need to be able to recognize quickly and implement the counterplay and see if they know how to adapt themselves. Yeah. Same here. This is a little bit more finicky because they called it somewhat aggressively. But you've got options here. You can chicken block it, which they don't really let you do. God. But you kind of chicken block both hits, and then it's your turn. You can use it to kind of just negate things in the air. Do you have time to air throw here? I don't think so. Yes, you do. Fishing for throws to deal with assists is just so strong in this game. Obviously, some people can call you out for being predictable going for it. But you do also, unironically, have hold your funny armored anti-air button. And I know you were like talking about not wanting to rely on it. This is a really good situation for this. And it's like, obviously, yeah, Philia has the option to land on you with Jumping Game Punch, so armor sketchy. But just food for thought, like exploring all your options. Good night. You should have. Never mind. My bad. You're running face first into this DP assist. Super fun. We've talked about this. No one's ready for this. Do it. Or even just anything like that. Even again, if you just do this in a fastball, or wait, I'm pressing the wrong button, right? I forgot. I'm not double. You can also just push block bait like this as well. Like, you don't even have to do anything afterwards. It can genuinely just be a push block bait. Fastball. Good little punish. So yeah, I was gonna say, question for you. Are you snapping here, or are you killing? So... The more I look at it, the more my brain is honestly saying just kill. And I think my thought process... Personally, I think I'm killing here. I very much understand this decision, and I'm not saying it's like incorrect by more than like a margin. Like, they're both very close. I can understand both. But I think for me personally, the deciding factor especially, that's a freeze frame and a half, is that you don't have advantage state. You haven't carried them to the corner to snap. So This snap genuinely does give you an extra chance at life. Asterisk, if they get 3 bar, I think you're dead anyway. Depending on the hit, obviously. But it does allow you to survive a mash and then they keep playing. So again, like, makes sense. But the things I'm looking at, letting them play with an assist, granted, especially if they call it sloppily and don't protect it, it's dead if they call it. So, like, you've got pros and cons, but things I'm weighing. They have an assist. They have a ton of red health to get. And again, the big one for me is just you don't have corner here. So in my head, I really would like, for me, my choice is kill this character, corner carry the corpse. I'm a solo player. I'm banking on if I get the hit, they're dead. They're just dead. You're a solo pain wheel with 3 bar. They're probably not dead with the Indizzy left. But then you force them to play solo as opposed to solo versus a duo. A heavily like kneecapped duo. But the option's still there. For mashing, for random confirms. Like, this allows Parasol to get a random snipe that turns into a full combo. Okay, tech out. And I know it's scary, but you want to catch a Parasol off guard? You want to catch anyone off guard as Painwheel? Ah, that's not a butt dash. Like, just run at them. How do you get a combo off this? There you go. Like, literally just run at them on the ground. Look at this jump scare. Oops. Like, obviously it doesn't quite work here, but like, genuinely, if Painwheel's approach on the ground a little bit more, it really, really can open up your offense. Because it's like, again, I know I've talked with you about this. I expect you to do this all the time. Not to say it's bad, but at this range, what happens if you just dash up? And obviously they're checking you, but like, her grounded dash is not that bad. Like, genuinely, the startup's tough. I'm not gonna hold you, the startup's tough. But the rest of it, that's a jump scare. Like, it's a decent dash. Good might be overselling it slightly, but like, it works. It does its job. If you're in like a dash up range, that's a threat. Present the threat sometimes. Make them worry about it. Wait, you're not dead. I really didn't kill you. Okay. So you're not. Yeah, you've got to do it. Yeah, I mean, the game's over at this point. You don't have time to get in and get the hit. So, thing I wanted to ask was this choice right here. To tech backwards. This... I don't know, like, I understand it, but now all of a sudden, they have time, like, they have time to breathe, they have time to think, they have time to go, oh, if this Painwheel gets remotely close to me, I can DP and just chip you out. In my head, either I'm doing this and then trying to play neutral and just to bait them into whiffing something. Bait them into whiffing something and then go in. Or just hard call out an option and go in, like just land on them with Thresher. Like just predictive Thresher. Because like you have to... There is no, like, you're not supposed to consistently win this game. But ask yourself, how can I win this game? Because the option you chose isn't it. This will never do it. You're never going to chip her out with this time. It's just not how Bingo works. So, if you're so inclined to play a little bit more patient, me, I'm betting it all. I genuinely, in my head, they're not ready for someone to be a psychopath. Like, this is just game sense. Like, I am full sending it on the scramble. Personally. Not saying this is the correct choice, saying this is my choice. Because this is a fucking lunatic choice. If they are aware enough, they're DPing the second they see me tech forward. The problem is, it's really hard to be aware for that. Because, like, they could have already been preemptively jumping as well. Like, they might not even be able to necessarily do it. So, like, those are the two options as I see it. I'm choosing the, alright, I'm not supposed to win this game, let's see if I can do some shenanigans. But the tech backwards, and then pray they whiff something or get a hard read right, is another way to play it. This is not. I don't know what the game plan is here at this point. Because it kind of just feels like you gave up. Because I have no clue how you look at this and go, yeah, I win these. From here, specifically. There's just simply not enough time. Maybe if you can time a level 3 at the very end to... There's no way you get chip out here. Like... yeah, I don't see it. I'm sorry, I just don't see it. Alright, welcome to Soda Water ASMR. How may I be your server? A little too early on the armor, but in general, like, I can understand, like, I understand the vision here. Armor, then flight cancel afterwards. What happens if instead of going for the hard call out, trying to hold space, you just fly instantly and then react to what's happening? Again, you can even dash in on the ground, because no one's ready for the flight character to just run at you. And it works. So it's like, I see the vision. I want you to explore some other options, because this feels like the most prone to getting exploited. In terms of, like, there are a couple different callouts, especially if that is, like, a known consistent thing you do, which, let's be real, it's a known consistent thing you do. Explore some other options. Could be assist just a little bit. That! What is that hitbox? No, that's messed up. Actually messed up. Steepiousness is eating you alive. There are at least some characters who avoid that. I don't know if I'd say a majority of the cast, but It just looked so stupid to me. It's more what it is. You're getting too greedy on these assistants. You gotta play very particular with a C4 on you. Oh, that's fortunate. That's really fortunate. Nah, I feel so bad for you. Then again, you did kind of get lucky with how that hit in the first place. Tag the assist. Like what I'm saying. No! No! You were so right. I'm so sorry. I know I've had this conversation with you before. Why did my controller unplug? I know we've had this conversation. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. My question for you. What is the goal with this incoming? Because they push block you out. Granted, they get hit afterwards because they're not expecting you to do the super quick thing. But say they play this just as an example. Like, just even after that push block, they can also just straight up catch you flailing. Oh. Not as well as I thought they could. Okay. I'm curious. But yeah, like, so they push block once. They can even do that. They can just backdash out of the range. Okay, they can't super jump away. They kind of can. But like, again, just what is the goal with this incoming? Because I genuinely don't see it. I would much rather you put yourself in a position to threaten strike throw as they come in. Just force them to hold the 50-50. Especially when there's like no nuance behind it. You're not dealing with someone with an air reversal, you're not dealing with band. Why not just put yourself in the position to be on top of them and run offense? Because in this case, you're not even trying to drain on Dizzy. Like, that's a non-factor here. I can understand this incoming more if you're just going, okay, I'm gonna like reset neutral, drain on Dizzy, just like go that route. In this instance, what does this accomplish? I don't think I snap here. I don't think this life does anything for you. Or at least what the life does for you isn't as much as what killing this Parasol would do. So at this health range, I mean, it's Philia. Even with 3 bar in the tank, I think she needs to hit you a second time, especially if that first hit is a mash. I don't think I'm spending this here. I think I'm... Or if I'm spending it for the kill. Again, I think I'm trying to just play for advantage. I think I really wanted this character dead, especially because it's the DP assist you've been losing to all game. Okay, okay, let's... So, you got hit once. Twice. Pretty sure you're dead here. Yeah, they can't do that. You should have been dead there. So, you snapped, got hit once. Well, got hit twice. I don't think that actually really mattered. Because, like, with the 3-bar in the tank, and Parasol level 3, like the DHC behind it, you were dead. They had a whole other string if they routed slightly differently. They had a whole other string and I think still had assist call for a Ender. Like, you snapped and it did not get you out of kill threat range. Whereas again, you're probably dead if you get hit by that Philia, but it kind of depends on the hit. I think you're killing there. I think I prefer you killing there. Forcing people onto their last character is so worth it. Getting rid of DHC opportunities, getting rid of assists, it's just like... What happens if you just stick to the ground here? Nah, you just don't go under it. No. Okay, a little bit of a meme question, but like, it was working? Why stop? Hello, frog. But we've seen this before. We've seen this again. Why are you not throwing here? This is all they've been doing this entire set. We have to pick up on that at this point. Like, you're approaching getting hit double-digit times by this pillar assist in very similar situations. Gotta show some adaptation. Good defense? Or you press? Is it super or is this supposed to be a first block? Oh, that's supposed to be a super. Happens. Why are they not snapping you here? I mean, I guess it doesn't do too entirely much. I'm curious. Yeah, don't burst here. Like, as you, I genuinely, here, I think I'm okay getting, like, looped. I'm okay getting the meter. At least until it's a gold burst and I can burst without losing on Dizzy. Because it's like, then they can't do stuff like this in your face. It's like, distance, being close is inherently in your favor as the solo. So, kind of be careful with how you burst. Because sometimes bursting and resetting neutral, I mean, it's just not in your favor. This is like the simplest way to say it. Ow. Misjudged your damage slightly, feels bad. Okay. Yeah, don't be afraid of the bomb, just run away from it. Okay. Oh, no way. Closet, you've got to learn how to play against solos. I'm not reviewing closet. I'm not reviewing closet. I'm not reviewing closet. I'm not reviewing closet. Good movement. No! Super Fong. You're getting tagged by all of these heavy punches. I mean, I'm not gonna say that's an easy game to win. That game's annoying, but if you notice them checking you aggressively again, we see you getting hit by a lot of the same options and then not adapting accordingly. No PBGC. Lovely PBGC window. What's the input for pressure? Need to take a little bit here. What was the push block? It was on the handle. Super. I mean, yeah, you genuinely can't just mash jab. Why is it sometimes working? But yeah, PBG3 throw was one of the things I was thinking about. It just has to be timeable. Okay. Yeah, I see that. I'm looking to PBGC it in some way, shape, or form. Personally. Getting jailed in the corner. Good avoiding the pillar. Yeah, you gotta be throwing them more super fun. In general. So. I assume that was a thresher attempt. Yeah. Did they have OTG? When did you hit? So I spent OTG for that. Mix. OTG back. So... Okay, yeah, it is working the way I think it is. So yeah, good on not bursting. What's preventing you from just making a little bit of forward progress dash blocking on the ground? Like, I know you're the flight character. That doesn't get rid of this option. You even can do the funny wave dash. Or, not wave dash, but like backdash cancel dash. Into dash blocking. Like, you can get through this. It does not have to be, if they give you a way under, you can still go under. And again, the flight character running at you on the ground is a jump scare, not a lot of people are ready for. I know there's still one more, but I've been saying a lot of the same things, and I want to get through a lot tonight, so I think I'm going to leave it there. Biggest things for you. Two biggest things. One of them, I want you to be paying attention to how you get hit more. And by that, genuinely, just like try and keep a mental catalog of, oh, I got hit by a pillar here. Oh, I got hit by a pillar here. And it's like, if you start saying the same thing on repeat, kind of take a look at that and go, how similar are all of these situations? Because that's like the gateway into paying attention to like, oh, they're doing something consistently and it's working versus me. And when you can start recognizing that mid-set as opposed to VoD review after the fact, that's when you start game 2 or game 3 going, oh, I know what you are. I know what you're gonna do. Like, and then just killing them for their habit unless they can adapt. But a lot of players, especially in this instance, a lot of players who have a DP assist, they're not used to adapting. They're not used to people counterplaying their stuff. Like, obviously a little bit, but it's their habit for a reason. And habits you can exploit. So, this especially, but like the general concept. Why do I keep getting hit here? Is it like kind of a reproducible situation? If yes, why am I consistently losing here? And what is the answer? And then implementing that. But this very specifically, the down back plus DP, this is something you need to learn to recognize very quickly and deal with efficiently. Sometimes there's just nothing you can do. Sometimes it's a DP assist in your face and you gotta hold that. There's never gonna be a like, oh, I'm guaranteed a punish here. But there was a lot of times there you kind of stared at them with an assist in their face and you could have just thrown them. So again, really need to pay attention to some crucial habits and learn to adapt mid-set. Consistently adapt to punish them mid-set. So that was the big one. The other one is just you're giving a lot of respect on defense, which is crazy to say because you're you. But I don't know if respect is quite the right word. But it's like, if you're afraid to use armor, you kind of do nothing. When you still have mashes, you still have your jabs. Obviously, Painwheel reversal supers are kind of like, ugh. So I can understand being tentative to do that. But you can PBGC reversal more, especially if someone's like just running their face at you with them in their assist. You can PBGC jab. You can just outright jab, especially if people expect you to be respectful. It's like, yeah, it's not a 6-frame option, but it's a 7-frame. With a decent amount of range. It's no parasol jab, but it doesn't have to be. You can just press in a scramble and sometimes it'll work. And again, that's more player dependent, that's more matchup dependent. That's honestly even dependent on the current Yomi. But it's an option for you to explore. It does not have to be an armored option. And then 2 smaller things. I'd like to see you dash around on the ground a little bit more. This is true of all Painwheels. It's kind of just part of my headcanon for the character. Her dash is like, again, I'm not gonna like oversell it and say it's one of the best dashes in the game. It's good at what it does. It is quite good at what it does. You will catch people just dashing at them. And then the other one was... Oh, so there were 2 small things. I can't remember if the thing I wanted to say was specifically fast fall, jump, medium punch more. But I don't remember, so I'm going to say that's what it was. You haven't been doing it as much, at least in these replays that you just sent, as when we'd kind of talked about it in the past. It's a really good fast fall option. Like, you will mess with people's heads if you just keep doing that more. Yeah. I think that's most of what I have to say. I know you know the deal. You got any questions? Just shoot them my way. I'll get to them when I can. We got Daisy Farm. Asking how to defend a Beowulf. If I remember correctly. How to escape Beowulf corner pressure. So, the hard part about this is that it involves blocking first, which I'm not going to pretend is easy. Like, but that's step number one. But let's see what we're getting hit with. Let's see how we deal. Round start fiber. Pull. Alright, hit, stuck in the corner. What are we dealing with? You're not even blocking, you're just holding jump. So step one, blocking helps. I don't know if your joystick isn't quite where you think it is, and so you're trying to up back. But blocking helps. Ruby, what did you just do? Okay, you're out. Oh, you gotta pick up. You should get a pick up. Yeah. Okay, get hit by it. That's tight. You can get something here. But I'm not going to pretend it's easy. I thought you had a little bit more time. That's hard. Call your DP assist. Overextended, being aggressive, not covering for tech roll back. It's hard. Sometimes you're just wrong. Getting caught low, up backing. As far as we've seen so far, you've blocked high most of the time. Let's see if that's a recurring problem. Yes. Okay, so we gotta change up our defense at least a little bit. Part of the problem, every single time you've been in the corner, you're stand blocking. This entire time. Yeah. This is kind of something to just get used to. The second you block this heavy kick, look for that startup. It's hard, don't get me wrong. But this is a situation you'll kind of get put into a lot, because it just happens to Beowulf players. They will just drop this. So, as a parasol. What? Really? Game. Game? That's so funny, I've never seen him do that before. Usually I'm pressing jump medium kick to try and hit him, but it's not working here, which is funny. You can just do that. But yeah. This is a situation you kind of just get used to seeing. They block that heavy kick, they're routing into the wolf shoot after, so you can tend to punish them for it. And I think you're just... Oh, you're not just... What did he do? Why did he do it? Fighting back. Hold yet. Aggressive. Oh, unfortunate. Did the dash and push just get flubbed? That happens. Felt. honestly here. I see I'm blocking brass at this range. I'm saying I'm parasoling cheating. Like, that should stop most of his approaches. And if you don't double jab, I feel like you should be able to get both. Right. Really? You can't keep both of them. If you're crazy, you get this, but no one's ready for that. That doesn't reach. Really? I would waste that bar there every time. But yeah, I'm pressing jab here. Sorry. I got sidetracked during that point. This is more of just a recognizing spacing thing. There's not much Beowulf can really do here. Like, he can hard call you out with, like, arm, but, like, that's just not a thing. Pretty sure your jab checks anything else he presses there. You might lose out to... I'm curious now. This might hit you. This checks that option. So you're not getting off scot-free, but it tends to be a good bet. Learning the ranges at which to that's really funny actually. Learning the ranges at which to use your parasol jab is really good. Also, for the record, especially when they have a tier on them already. So like here, this is a level 3. In theory, you can do it off that first tier. So you did 8 shot into 8 shot. Let me show you. Yeah. Wrong replay takeover. You got a combo. This is pretty hard. I don't even do that consistently. But when you get the double tier debt, that should be enough time for you to go, okay, I'm killing this character. Or I'm getting the hit and then going into the funny. Like, this is your end. This is your end. You need to take it. That's really funny, actually. Oh, we gotta recognize that range. Did it chip you out? Oh, no. I wish I could have seen your inputs. I don't actually know if you level 3 there if it wins. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you. Here, it's a kind of sucky situation. Personally, my default choice here is going to be to do this. So I am push blocking the assist. And I don't know if you can see this, but I get absolute guard here. I'm holding none of this. I'm abusing the mechanics of this game. So, block high, push block the brass. So, block high, push block the brass, block. And there's nothing you can do during this period that will open you up. But, if you're wanting to look how to specifically deal with Beowulf pressure, and again, part of it is blocking the first hit. The most important thing for dealing with Beowulf is good push blocks. Let me show you. If you know he's going overhead, he can't threaten anything after you push block the overhead. You push block that low is gone. And then you kind of just get to fight back. That's a crazy trade. And then you can just play your game again. So if you don't want to take the like easier initial defense option, if you say I'm gonna hold this and then block it, push block him. That'll do you wonders. Same thing for if you block the low. I blocked low and push blocked him. One of the early hits. Look how far away he is. It's Beowulf. He can't do anything. He's crying in the club. Like, genuinely, he's so far away. Beowulf so bad at dealing with push block. So you get good at push blocking him in like important hits, which is usually going to be you're looking to push block his hop dash, or you're looking to push block his low early. He sucks. It is miserable for him to get back in after that. He sucks at dealing with that. So you really want to make Beowulf players miserable? Just get really good at push blocking. Get really good at push blocking a couple specific things. And he has to work so hard to get you. Like, I make Ruby so mad. He still wins, granted. But like, it's genuinely really frustrating to play as a Beowulf player versus someone who knows how to push block against you. So like figuring that out, and again, things you're looking for. So, were you blocking? No. Getting slightly distracted, I just want to pay attention to what your choice was here. So, mashing light kick on the way down. That's supposed to be an air dash? I'm not entirely sure what the goal with those inputs was here. But, in general. So, going back to this mix point. Oops. Push block the overhead. Voila, he's so far away. Push block the low. Lamau, hit me. Stop trying to hit me and hit me. Sometimes you will get this. But this is where, again, Absolute Guard is really nice versus him as well. I'm not push blocking too well. Ah. Notice that giant magenta shield? It's really hard for him to deal with that. And now he's full screen away from you. Even if you mess up the first block, as long as you have, like, good Absolute Guard habits, he's still kind of stuck trying to get it. And then you fought yourself space to fight back. And if you mess up and he stays close to you, voila! PBGC. And now you're making him regret playing the game. For even thinking about playing the game. So it's like, getting good at push blocking Beowulf is the game playing defense versus Beowulf. Minor thing here. Tech forwards. I can change a lot. Because now, granted, it's very minor in this case, but teching gets rid of half of the Indizzy you have. So, right now you have 40 Indizzy. When you choose to tech, you give them 20 Indizzy to work with. This is more impactful when your Indizzy bar is full. Because if you get 240 Indizzy and you decide to tech, you're giving them a free 120. But I'm mainly bringing this up because you're teching back into the corner, which gives them more Indizzy to work with, gives them a predictable time to pressure you off of, which is why, like, this is what he's timing his throw for. And you're still in the corner. So, food for thought. You can do nothing, and it messes with this timing. And the reason do nothing is actually, like, a really good option. This game has variable wake-up times. Every character will wake up at a different time. So, there's no generic, again, you tech backwards here. That's universal for every character. That timing everyone knows down to a T. You get up, they have to know how fast your character gets up. On top of almost no one does this, so no one's ready for it. And so if you want to stay in the corner, if you don't want to risk getting, like, risk taking the cross-up mix on teching out of the corner, this tends to be a better option. Because, I mean, you're still in the corner, so that's the same for teching backwards versus just neutral get up. But you don't lose half your Indizzy. Big bonus. You mess with people's offensive timings. Another really big bonus. This, if you want to keep the corner, tends to be pretty good. Otherwise, if you're going to tech, get out of the corner. I don't know. Run away. So yeah, all of that to say, tech choices, I want to be a choice and not an autopilot. It is an important decision that can and will lose or win you games. So, something to think about. I don't want, again, simplest way to put it, I do not want that to be an autopilot. I want that to be an active choice. No! What did you press? Because, like, the worst part about this, you're mashing jab here. It's not quite your time to mash jab here. After you block the hop overhead, he's still pretty plus. But if instead... Oh, whoops. I controlled the wrong one. Because I was trying to hold block. If instead, again, you block the overhead, all of a sudden he can't run his offense. So just to iterate upon this point one last time, it is so hard for him to do anything after that, especially versus Parasol. All of a sudden you just look at my neutral. Oh man, my neutral's good. Like this jab button is so good versus this character. So being patient, and I'm not gonna say it's easy. Blocking high-low versus Beowulf, that's hard. But if you get that first step down, if you've gotten the block, the push block is so important. If you guessed right, be ready to push block accordingly. Because it makes the world of difference for dealing with this character. And you live? That's... okay. But yeah, so if I remember correctly, it was just those two. Not much more I have to say beyond those 2 points. Tech habits can make a reasonable difference, and so hopefully having a bit more of information of what exactly each choice means will help you with that as well. And then when it comes to dealing with Beowulf, ideally you're spacing him out, ideally you're not even interacting with him, but there comes a point where you're probably going to have to hold something. And then blocking and responding with good push blocks, and if what I demonstrated doesn't quite make sense and you have more questions, please feel free to ask. I can provide more examples. But getting that first push block, so again, on the hop dash button or on the low that immediately follows, that they almost always press, it's really helpful for dealing with him. It will make the world of difference. So, and again, that getting that timing down, all that, it takes practice. Dealing with Beowulf is an infuriating time. But you start getting it down, you start push blocking right. Drink those sweet grappler tears, because Beowulfs get mad. It will help a ton. So, glad it helps. You know the deal. Any other questions pop up? By all means ask away, and I'll get to it when I can. I think I've got the energy, so let's see if I can get through Maid of Honor as well. Probably, well, definitely not getting through all of these, because I know there was 11 submitted. We'll see how much I get through before either hitting a wall or before I stop repeating myself. Gain advantage against Beoband without getting caught by arm and armor. Okay. And this is versus HMAD, so it's a train. So, Beo train, you can kind of disrespect. Because train doesn't do the things that brass does. Oh yeah, hit the assist, by all means. Love it, love it, love it, love it. This was just a gamble. In my head, like here, I'm just push blocking and playing neutral. And obviously you need to be worried about chair recall. That needs to be in your mind. But this was aggression. And your aggression got checked. I'm not gonna say it was necessarily the wrong choice. If they go for throw there, you're right. I think if they go for meaty jab, you get cooked. What is this route? Also, is there any reason you do air drill instead of ground drill? Because in my head, this is... Why does it still hit like that? Because I think it's easier to combo into outside of the corner. Okay, fair enough. Even if you lose the corner, I'm curious. This still works, right? No, it doesn't. Never mind. Okay. Oh, you can delay it a little bit. Interesting. It's still not hitting nicely. What? Why does that work like that? I hate it. Thanks, I hate it. That's not what I wanted. That's so weird. Whatever. Minor details. Minor details. Yeah, you can't quite get charged off of that. I don't think it hit the way you wanted it to, so. Yeah. That's just annoying, honestly. Good tech. Very good tech. Were you mashing Daisy? Okay, no. No, that's a good tech. Nice. Forward. Nice. You know, you're a knower. Love to see it. Get your charge, get your charge. Call your assist. One more playing Skullgirls. I disagree. Immediate thought. Get that corner. Aye. Especially because all of a sudden you enable this. Like, you let yourself kill people. Corner is so good for this character. Yeah, you can't sprint here. So part of this comes with just recognizing your kill ranges. But I'm pretty sure... Okay, wait, let me... You don't have punch charge, you have kick charge. Nah, not enough time to do that. Okay. I want to see first string. Actually, wait. Does it need to be first string? So, I need to take over a little bit. This is weird because you have kick charge, not punch charge. So, for the jab, down low. Come on. It's been so long since I practiced this. You have kick charge, right? Am I crazy? How bad am I at this now? Come on. No, I didn't want to do punch afterwards. Okay, so here is what I'm thinking. Wow. What? Brain. I cannot play this character anymore. Basically, I want you to front load Daisy. Either first string, technically not quite optimal. Am I bad? I'm just bad, yeah. You haven't used OTG yet. I'm doing it too fast. That's part of my problem. Not what I meant. I swear this character's dead. I swear this character's dead. I'm cheating, they're not mashing stagger. Yeah, they're 100% dead. And then, like, again, technically, I think this ends up being slightly more damage, if I remember correctly. You don't have punch charge, you have kick charge. I should not be this bad at this. This is messing with my brain, though. You've got to be kidding me. And I didn't get a charge here. If you got your charge here, they die. Yeah, they die in a ton of different ways. But basically, TLDR, I took way too long focusing on actually hitting that. If you're trying to kill, front-loading Daisy, chef's kiss for Squiggly. And so again, ideally, I think the optimal Daisy range is like 4 to 6 hits. Maybe even a little bit longer. So ideally you're doing it early in a second string. So like I know optimal damage for when you don't have a charge is to do your starter into heavy punch, chargeless stancel, light kick, heavy punch, silver cord, daisy. At least it used to be. Maybe that's outdated at this point. But yeah, front loading it is a chunk of damage. And it's going to do significantly more than SBO ever will, especially at the end of a combo. On top of, you don't have to deal with the problem of SBO possibly whiffing here. And I'm sure you probably know, but if you want SBO to work here, that's crazy. Okay. Do that. And they're still almost dead. Actually, they might be dead if I do the right ender. Because you're supposed to use cremation here, by the way. It's close, it's really close. But yeah. Yeah, you didn't think it would kill, so you're not going to spend. Makes sense. Yeah, you can't just have to hold that. Actually, I'm curious. But then you're neutral on block. Yeah, no, that's not it. That's not. I was curious. Just for the sake of testing it. How did you get hit? Yeah. Alright, what is the Fuku doing? Get the fireball out, get the clone out, get the clone out, get the fireball out. Front load damage, run up. That sucks. Incoming. And you still have full string left. Nice. Well done. Get out of my airspace. Oh, really? Oh, wait, you weren't blocking. Did you SOD yourself, SOCD yourself at the worst possible time? You got hit the frame you returned to neutral. Granted, you held neutral for a while, so you weren't blocking that. But, unfortunate. Low-key, you're so right. Yeah, I saw the heavy punch input. You needed to do that significantly earlier, and I don't even think that's necessarily the spacing to go for it. Genuinely? I think it's a medium punch angle, or too heavy punch angle. Ah, okay, never mind. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't like the heavy punch there. Low-key. It's probably 2 HP. But it's weird because I don't know. Honestly, I think I'm kind of just spamming this. Not trying to get the full punish. Might be worth asking JP what they press here. But like, it's weird because waiting there is a hard call out on them leaving. Because if they just go straight down and you wait, you're getting domed. so it's not like a generic answer. But you're so right for this. I love that for you. So this guy's dead. Like, and I know you dropped here, but one thing I need to see Squigglies do more. So I'm not gonna necessarily say do it off the single hit heavy punch because that's hard, but you could. And so I'm just gonna do this as an example. Or wait. Jabber standing to overhead, okay. So look at that health bar vanish. Like, just gone. When you have the corner, Mortis is such a good hit confirm. Whoops. Even here. Oh, that drops right there? Weird. Okay. Mortis so much damage. It's like ridiculous. If you have the corner, like, oh my god, they explode. And again, ideally you do it first string, so it's like you're not even spending a dizzy on it. But single hit heavy punch is not really something you're like confirming off of first string. But yeah, no, Mortis nukes health bars. If you've got the corner for it, yeah, you can just build it back. Especially because, so it's like, the routes I do for Squiggly in the corner, where was it? Right here. So, and again, this is like, based on getting a first string, which helps in terms of Indizzy management. But like, you can then route into Daisy and then just get your charge back. But even on top of that, it's like, you can call your assist and do the same thing. Especially if they're just gonna die. This character! But yeah, and then I do like that, but better so I don't drop. Oh man, I love Squiggly. I wish I understood her more. Oh, what a silly character. Alright, good mix. Was that a failed stencil? What was that? No, that was intentional. Weird. Okay. Kill. Oh, good night. So, like, obviously this is hindsight, it's 2020, but technically Bayo mid is a safe DHC. Therefore, this is a likely occurrence. So it's probably worth preparing for. But again, that's a bit of hindsight analysis. But just kind of food for thought for like thinking about your future game plans. You see the situation and it's kind of like, that's a really good press. Oh, okay. Was that an intentional press or were you mashing? Yeah. You were mashing. Yeah, funny. But that's a good land cancel. It's something to kind of pay attention to, especially when it's a tool like that where they expect to be plus afterwards. That being said, I know I'm a bit of a freak with like how I think about the game and how I like to play the game. I really like using this as a reversal. It catches a ton of people off guard, so I'm happy I see you doing it. It's definitely got its downsides, do not get me wrong. But it's another tool people have to worry about. It's really funny. Ah, yeah. I mean, sometimes they're right. That being said, I would not do this incoming versus band. They've got timpani, they've got parry OSs, like this guy. I disagree. This guy. Oh, I don't know the timing. I need to take over earlier. This guy, I'm doing one of the like trying to get above timpani, force him to hold this, and then drag him down to the ground and doing other things. Big band, you need to be pretty deliberate with the incomings you do. Otherwise, it's like, they were just right, and so that can happen versus any character, but Big Band has so many tools to be right here. Super Jump gets above timpani, I'm pretty sure. You'll need to ask actual Fuko players who have labbed it, but I'm 90% sure you should be able to get over timpani with jumping deep punch in some way, shape, or form. I know this is like... Oh, whoops, I did it too early before the Super Flash. But like, this is a Super Flash moment. They can just parry it. Actually, wait. You die here. Ah, not quite. But they can react to this. I'm curious. Yeah, okay, there's no way to armor through everything. So you're safe after parries. I don't like your game state after this, personally. It puts him entirely in control. So the way I would usually try and play this matchup, and granted you don't have the space to do this here, but the way I think about chip outs versus band, Fuko, you have a hit grab projectile. I usually try and force them to block M Shadow first. So there's just like zero counterplay to it whatsoever. Again, you don't really have the spacing for that, so it gets really messy. But I don't think I agree with this decision. Because of how they can react. You got so lucky. But yeah. You're in chip out range at that point. And just by committing to that super, you're giving them reactive tools. Because the really funny thing about SG and how its super system works, and like the screen flash and then super hit stop, it is so good for players like me. And I mean, most top players are like this at this point because we're so used to it for this game. Just the screen flash gives you that split second to go, what's going on? What just happened? And have that like snap, instant, here's my response. So it's like, I see that screen flash, if I'm a band player, my instant thoughts are probably either level 3. Well, as a band player, knowing that parry wouldn't work there, it's genuinely probably just level 3. And again, that sets them up in a, like, they're in control of how that game goes. Past that point. So it's just like, it puts it in their hands, which I just am not comfortable with. Oh, wow. Yeah, heavy kick. Was that supposed to be a drill? That's level. Gone for more space. Or are you're talking about in the previous game state? Yeah, I think so. I know. Well, I don't know if that's necessarily the correct answer. Because you're at the funny range where I think you could have threatened dash, jump, light punch, and just instant overheaded banned for existing. So I'm actually not going to say I don't think running away is the proper option. Up forward boy really hits ban from a mile away. That might be slightly too far. But again, you can dash up slightly and then do it. Like, it's a threat. It's honestly a promise. It will happen in that matchup, and the band hates you for it. So, I'm not going to say running away is the only option. It's definitely the safe, playing it safe option, and probably what I would default to. But I bet you, if you were watching, if you put Dawn in that situation, Dawn's running up and doing jump light punch. So it's 100% a valid option to choose aggression there. It's definitely risky, and it depends on the band player, and this is leaning a little bit into you're playing HMAD. HMAD is pretty respectful. They're usually not just swinging for the sake of swinging. So you have the respect to work with to play offensively there. Bonk. Bonk. Yep, they're getting their hype. You're fine with that. Oh, that's the one thing you gotta be ready for. But they don't have hype. Wait. You know, I'm talking about your inputs here. Okay. So... yeah, you've got all the time in the world to react to the super flash. I feel that. Panic is real. So yeah, you know, you just... the instinct, the reflex gotta be there a little bit faster. Getting hit by Blitzer. Oh, you're so right. Do you have punch charge? I can't remember. You just got punch charge. Let me check. Whoops. That's crazy that I was like perfectly there. Okay. Oh, you're close to punch charge, but you don't have it fully. Okay. So, you don't have punch charge, I agree with what you did. No. D&B kills here. Spend it. Murder. Murder and get your charge back. Also, part of the reason I'm fishing for that, very specifically, is because the Ndizzy works out nicely. That's another reason why I'm like focusing on that. You kill with D&B here. You kill with D&B here. You have them incoming without full Ndizzy, which I tend to value pretty highly, honestly. Because, like, getting that hit at max and Dizzy really gimps your damage. Like, it's honestly crazy. I'm very much a, like, future planning, maintain my advantage state kind of player. That is the lens at which I see this game. So 100%, I'm spending the charge to kill here to have them come in without their Indizzy full. And especially because it's like you can spend charge to just get it again. You don't necessarily need kick charge. I'm not going to say it doesn't help, because like obviously having some of those things charged is nice, but spend punch charge to get punch charge. Makes sense to me. Did you cancel your sing too early? I can't tell if it was that or if it's the corner. Sad. Oh, still works in your favor. Your dive kick? Like, you can get kind of disrespectful with this character. It's really funny. Especially if people aren't ready for it. Mess with them a little bit. Also, I have to ask, because I just did it. Are you aware of how to convert off your corner throw and why? Do you know to use silver cord to convert off of your ground throw in the corner? Because this... Okay, so. Talking about that here. Wait, can I pull up this? I should be able to. So. It's just extra damage up front. So if you instead do this, it doesn't quite work the way I remember it. Am I crazy? It doesn't mess with your combo stages at all, is the short of it. So that you can do whatever you want afterwards. And because you're skilled anyway after a throw, it's not like this silver cord scaling matters. And then you get to mess with people if they're not ready for it. So I clearly don't remember exactly the long and short of it. I know it's more damage, and I trust Komodo on that wholeheartedly. Which, if that's a mistake, put con makeup on, whatever. But, yeah, stay at stage 2. That's not the button I pressed. Okay. So, yeah. Minor little tidbit for routing optimizations, but every little bit matters, especially for Squiggly. Like, Squiggly, it is funny how much damage this character... Ah, you got baited. That is, like... Wait. Am I crazy? Oh, no, they're so right. I didn't get any hype. Okay, also, let me, what is gaining advantage against Bayo Band without getting caught? Okay. So, one thing I don't see your offense do very often, and so like, Beowulf armor only has one hit. One hit of armor can be a lot, but if you're just running up and checking him and getting hit by armor, Fuqua has a couple really good tools. One of them just being run up and press 2 light kick a ton. Like, Fuqua 2LK is like +6 on block, +5 on block. You can run an entire offense around that button. It chains into itself, so it'll break Beowulf's armor before the punch comes out, depending on the timing. Like, it's a really silly button. Watch Mario play and pay attention to how much he uses that button. Watch JP play and pay attention to how much they use that button. Like, obviously there's more to her than just that button, but it is a great baseline to build an offense around. And again, especially if you're meaty with the pressure, like if it's off of a scramble in your favor or if it's out of mix, Beowulf can't do anything about that. That'll break his armor. If you're worried about that being a little bit too slow, you have 2 medium kick, which I don't actually know if it ends up coming out faster, because it's like light kick comes out faster initially, but medium kick is slower and then has more hits quicker in time. And so it's like, that might be worth checking to see which would break the armor first, and then going with that if you're like really worried about the 2 HP. Because that's the one you need to be worried about. If he's going for sweep, yeah, you take, I mean, you take 1,000 damage to the face. I'm not going to say that doesn't hurt, but you're not getting a full combo heavy counter hit. It's like, it's got 3 hits of armor. Sometimes you're just going to get hit by it. But so, yeah, playing around your light kicks, playing around... You could also do light kick, medium kick, which I don't think is the greatest block string. So again, ideally, it's 2LK. You don't have to be living in permanent fear of it. You've got other options. Again, you can also just play to zone and not interact entirely. But eventually you will be forced to deal with, like, the reckoning is coming, Beowulf will move forward. So it's like, it helps to have those sorts of game plans versus this, where it's like, oh, I don't actually need to be that afraid. Same thing with the command throw. You can just throw in the command throws more, and like, her special command throw, not the armored one, but the quick one, it slurps Beowulf from pretty far away. It's got decent range, and Beowulf hates throws. He's throw vulnerable for a ton of his stuff. He wants to go for DP, yoink. He wants to go for armor, yoink. Like, just give him a little hug. And sometimes you will get counter hit. Again, it does depend on the timing, but you don't gotta be like permanently afraid. And again, it's also more of just an in general thing. So like, it helps in this matchup, but I kind of just want you to use Fuqua to like kick more in general. It is a phenomenal button. It does a lot of work for her. Oh, what a PBGC! And the mesh. Nice. Good charge. That sucks. Where do you use OTG here? Oh, right there. Literally the first hit. Okay. So I know we talked about this being your default for mid-screen. Paying attention to having a corner, it'll help a little bit. Because even here, I think you have enough time, because you're just doing it like this. Okay, no, that doesn't quite work. But like, this gives you so much more time to get charge. And I'm pretty sure going upward, like grounded, is more damage in general. So if you can do it, even just for that in and of itself, ends up being better. So, again, minor things to pay attention to for corner routing. I took control of the wrong character. But I'm push blocking this. He's plus. I'm push blocking this. There's no reason to hold any of that. Just goodbye. I do not want this big man plus next to me. Bye 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 bye. You do not have to hold any of that. Oh. What? Oh, okay, I understand. Not spaced nicely. But if you notice you're overshooting like this, oh, you combo from that high? No, you don't. Okay. I just saw that replay works. Also, by the way, if you were unaware, this is a much smaller detail, but if you don't have any charges, and I'm trusting Yo-Yo on this. I haven't actually fully tested the numbers, but oh my god, brain. I'm trying to talk. Pretty sure this is optimal damage if you don't have any charges. Starting with Tremolo. Is that Tremolo? Or... Yeah, that's Tremolo. It uses OTG, but if we're talking about minor routing things this whole time, I think that'll help a little bit. And take the bend. You're dead either way. Get back in. Ow, ow. Be ready to deal with the recall. Yep. You know how to hold it. Good night. Okay, so you got that hit. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, here, OTG. Can you kill here? I feel like I took control of the wrong character. So you do launcher. I'm gonna do this after the launcher. Aye. That's not what I wanted. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Oh, that's not what. Yeah, they're done. I think they're done. No bar there. Minor optimizations. Fair enough for that incoming. Sometimes you get parry throwed, but or like parry throw OS, so they'll tech and then you'll reset to neutral. Machine. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Getting hit. What am I doing? Bunk, bunk, bunk. So this would be jump light punch. Fair enough. So, one thing I kind of want you to just be prepared to think about here. I'm going to take over H-Man if they get hit. Is this a spacing you're happy with? Are you ready for this tech forward if it happens? Because to me, I'm pretty sure you're hella caught off guard and getting anti-aired here. Always try to remember that this is an option. And this is partially a reminder to myself as well, because I get caught by this all the time. So yeah, thing to think about. Oh, what the? No, Game. Game. Why do you hate fun? Sad. It's like not even close is the funniest part. Okay, so... Yeah, okay. I mean, like, it's really hard to be aware for that. But now you know. If you're that spacing, you've got heavy kick with the corner. Oh, footsies. Hey, oh, we got this? Spend it. It's still a chip out. It's still a chip out. It's still a chip out. Did you just miss the input? What happened here? Oh, you panicked. You panicked so hard. Yeah, that wouldn't have worked either. I feel that. Some players, your brain's just like mush. And you're like, I would have never done that versus a different player. And sometimes the game's just like that. Like, what did I just do? Block. Oh, you do. That sucks. Okay, not holding forward. That's a little bit random. Good. Well. So, the reason I kind of want to retract that good, it's just very dependent on whether this was deliberately a reaction to jump heavy punch, which, let's see when you started holding up back. Okay. So jump heavy punch is visible for a handful of frames. But in my head, what I'm seeing based on these inputs, I think you're reacting to the jump and not the jump heavy punch. And the reason I want to clarify that is if they don't press, you're jumping into Band's loving arms. So like, low key, this is a stand block situation. That being said, phenomenal defense. Chef's kiss past that point. Loved what I saw. Kill. Up we go. Yeah. And I get that. And obviously most of the time they are going to jump heavy punch there. Just kind of want you to think about the alternative. And so it's like, in that case it kind of worked out for you, because it's like if you up back there, you kind of get to chicken block everything and force them to play slightly differently. But you are taking that risk of they can bait you. As opposed to if you stand block, it's like, okay, you block jump heavy punch, you push block them out, and you play defense that way. Just food for thought. I agree. Oh, were you intentionally trying to side swap? Because, I mean, this is the closer corner, isn't it? Am I crazy? Because this is like... Yeah. No. You were going to the right corner. So it's like... Corners to the left. Now you're a little closer to the right corner. But like, it's still mid-screen. Actually, no, I think you're right. I think you are slightly closer to the other corner. But then the question, then the question is, in terms of the side swap, does spending the Undizzy on the side swap I think both are just about as close. I don't know how to phrase what I want to say properly. But, that being aside, basically it's like, you lose a little bit of distance going for the side swap and lose Undizzy going for the side swap. So it's like, does the distance you gain in quotes, side swap, make up for the corner carry you lose as opposed to if you had just gone forward? Is the way I'm thinking about it. But, here specifically, even just like keeping it very basic. Okay, yeah, that doesn't work nicely at all. Essentially, my wow, words. My thoughts here. I don't like going for this reset. My thought process here. I'm either doing the full combo and snapping the assist in, getting all that health done, or I am doing as much damage to both of these characters as I can, and I'm saying I'm going to hit this big band soon, and I'm going to make it hurt. Personally, I think I'm inclined to snap the Enian after doing the full combo. It's a lot of red health gone. It's an Annie with A-Train, so it's not playing with a neutral assist. Gets rid of safe DHC options, at least for the near future. But doing all the damage and then just having the Annie being bleeding will help. Because if they ever decide to use that assist for neutral, depending on where the band is, you can just spend bar and nuke it. Like, just fireball to the face, literally, like, firing squad, kill that assist. It is at danger of dying if they ever call it, if you just kind of spend to murder. Personally, again, I think I would snap, but both are good. Yeah, I don't like that reset there. That's, yeah. Oh, I love that armored command throw. What happened to it? Yeah, going for the numbers is big. And then especially, so it's like part of my inclination to go for the snap as well is, even if you're not quite getting to the corner for the double snap, you're still getting closer to the corner, so you snap them in and you get to run incoming versus an opponent in the corner. Or like, as close to the corner as possible. You're in advantage. And so that's kind of like where my thought process goes. But like... wrong button, there we go. Low key. How can we keep both of them in here? Is there any way to keep both of them in here? That'd be so cool. She gone? Just too early. Yeah, I don't think you can quite reach her in time, no. Oh, wait. Cut it. This is so stupid. But it just... Come on, come on, come on, come on. What the... Huh? Okay, you can get it, it's just really messy. But I swear, I swear, I swear, I swear. Wait. Oh, she leaves? Does her heavy punch really not hit that far behind her? Hmm. I swear there's gotta be a way to kill both of them there. No! Really? Wait, wait, wait. There has to be a way to kill both of them. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe there's not a way to kill both of them here. I think I had it, I just needed to do drill instead of fireball. Ah, it's so close, but not quite. L shadow, do L shadow. Why? How did I get it the first time? Okay, there we go. I think you're cooking. I think you're cooking. There's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way. I refuse to believe we cannot kill both of these characters here. No, it's so close. Ah. It doesn't restand banned for some reason. Why does it not restand banned? Why is it not restanding banned? Really? No, I'm gonna lose it. Whatever, okay. I'm not gonna waste more time on this. It's gotta be so close. Huh. That's unfortunate. I know there's a way somewhere there. Meters. Like, this character's so unbelievably dead. Was it a drop level 3? No, it definitely wasn't. We're just lying for fun. Okay, so. You're a Fugua player? And this Annie has no other option than to land somewhere in your vicinity. You should be frothing at the mouth, and this is what JP is like so good at. Not even 5 HP, because they could kind of just go backwards. Really? That shouldn't be this hard. I guess maybe 5 HP is the answer. They might be a little too tall for that. But I swear you should be able to do this to this button. Yeah, the timing's just specific. 5 HP is pretty sure easier to use. 5 HP is probably easier to use here. Or even just... I mean... That might have been a fluke. Okay. Okay. Not quite as brain dead easy as I thought it would be. Not gonna lie. This is a lot of work here, though. You might also just, on reaction, be able to... Oh, wait. You can just kill her. There's nothing she can do after that jump medium kick. So, if you're nice like that, and have that situational awareness, that's GG's. Might be worth, like, nice to have that situation kind of, like, lodged in your memory bank. Not very many people are doing that. That's not, like, in my head, like, super realistic. But, good to know. If you're on it, that's checkmate. Saying that jump medium kick. Oh, you got crossed. Oh, you got crossed again. Wait, the energy bar isn't going. They're a little too... They're not too far away. What a confirm. Like, actually, that's really good. Yeah, and so, one thing, especially the squiggly, I've kind of noticed. You do tend to do this a lot. And I'm not going to tell you it's bad, I'm going to tell you it's a problem that it's predictable. Because now they can kind of get away with just churning butter. Like... So, funny thing you can do with this character, and this isn't necessarily the spacing for it, it kind of depends, but actually wait, am I misremembering? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Is it only the first one that you can do this on? Squiggly jab is very plus. In fact, it is +9 on hit. The first one, for the record. The second one is +7, so... Wait. It doesn't count its first active frame, so it's active on 7. So if you do it with the second hit, it's a 1-frame link. Not necessarily going to recommend that. First one makes it easier. So you can get a little cheeky with calling people out on this. Not that it necessarily does you much good. Like, it's useful in very specific situations that can be used for burst baits. But you can... Do I have this timing? There you go. So like versus Beowulf, you're now full screen versus the Beowulf, and it's kind of useful. It's like some characters you want to do this to. It's kind of situational. You can get burst baits off of it. I forget exactly how this works. I need to talk with Komodo more. Because I know they had some things with it. But, so like in this situation, specifically, it's not like a major win, but you abuse the fact that they knew you usually bash there. But, I mean, obviously, you always just have this as an option. And they do have a safe DHC behind it, but you might actually be able to alpha counter on reaction to the any level 3, because you run drill. And deal with it that way. That's honestly really well done by H-Mode. You kind of just got game done. Oh. What did you press? Okay. Yeah. It makes sense to press up there. You just weren't fast enough. Big ditch. I know there's a handful more. I'm probably only going to do one or two more. But I mean, for the most part, what are we doing? Like, it worked, but at the same time... Okay. I'm not gonna pretend like I've seen this whole set. Wait, no, I'm side-eyeing you. That's a big call-out. Good mix. Do we know? Ah, it sucks. Wait, what? Oh! Haha, you didn't wait to get hit the second. Jesus. That's unfortunate it dropped like that, but... Like... Oh, yes. But yeah, so what happened here was your push block was too perfectly in time. So you got a button. Because you PBGC buttons. Because you can only push block when you're in block stun. And you exit block stun when you PBGC. So you weren't blocking for the frame you did push block and you got it happens. But this right here, yes. Unfortunate end, but like, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Again, reiterate, probably not worth doing this incoming versus bans, for the most part. Especially when it's on Disease Full. Like, honestly, my brain is kind of just like, low-key, I'm kind of not playing this game. And then playing neutral afterwards. Yeah, just keep hitting these. Why did that work? It's so funny. Unfortunate. That happens. This is 2 HP fodder. Obviously that route was awful. This, especially when you know what's gonna hit your assist. None of this is allowed. 2 HP, and if you notice your 2 HP whiff, instantly go into draw. There's very little Beowulf can do about that. And obviously it's really hard to, like, recognize in the moment. I'm sitting here not playing the game. Blitzer's fast. Blitzer's annoyingly fast. But if you can start recognizing that situation, that Beowulf is a goner. I think this will probably be the last. That low-key, that's just really unfortunate. Because she sticks her little arm out. Feels bad, man. Good patience. So if I were a psychopath, I hit the wrong button. So you can't avoid it. It's not that she reaches high, it's that jumping heavy kick really extends you low. But I'm also kind of just curious. No, there's no really So, any button after just as an in between will get you over. And then wait, can you actually catch both? That'd be really funny. How did I do that? Obviously, this is not a consistent thing. I'm just. Let me hit the innie. 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 Nah, you can't get both. I would have laughed so hard. If you could manage to salvage this into a happy birthday. Now. Yeah, that's... Jump heavy punch into 5 heavy punch works. But I just can't consistently get that jump heavy kick to connect, so I'm not gonna sweat it too much. I respect it. I ain't holding none of this. You gotta call your assist slightly later. But then they were kind of covering for that anyway. So it happens. Drill. Ma'am. Okay, actually, wait. How did you not get that input? You planked it. This game is cruel sometimes. Did you get called out going for the overhead? No, it's delayed low. Either way, that's really funny. I think they're just guess stacking. What were you pressing on the way in? Okay, you guess stacked. If I saw anything else, I was about to. I was about the words. If you're pressing anything else, though, you're a psychopath. I don't know. Yes, there we go. Exactly what I want to see. Take him to the corner. No, you don't have RPG. You can only do that when you have RPG. Or SPO. Yeah, you got God. Now it's... Yeah, maybe I just wasn't paying quite enough attention to it, but honestly these games didn't necessarily feel like your offense was super hesitant. Stuff like this feels like the bigger problem. You're not respecting Beowulf's neutral tools as much as, like... It doesn't feel like you're too afraid of him. It feels like you gotta learn the matchup a little bit more, at least certain aspects of it. But for what it's worth, the thing we talked about earlier about like using 2LK more and just like, especially if it's like a relatively neutral situation and not his advantage, and especially if it's your advantage, if it's like meaty pressure, you don't gotta respect the armor, at least anyway. Obviously, arm will always be a threat. Obviously, chair toss will always be a threat. But, like, if he's chairless, and especially chairless with no bar, or chairless at least without the bar for a safe DHC, sometimes you just gotta go, alright, you're gonna press that armor, I'm gonna press 2 lights that will break it. And then, yeah, again, like, Fukuo 2LK is just... That's a button. Alright, there's a button. But yeah, so versus Beowulf again, you got clipped a ton. You got clipped a ton by Chair Recall. And a lot of it was after, like, what at least I personally would consider pretty obvious, like, times to do it, where they're, like, whiffing sweep full screen. There's like, 2 options after that, and one of them is Chair Recall. And it's the more likely one, because HMAN does not like just whiffing in neutral. So yeah, definitely keep that in mind. Chair Recall. Chair Recall, you got clipped by a ton. And so it's just kind of like, and maybe like rewatch this and try and pay attention to the times where you got hit by it, but at least to me, it seems fairly like, in my head, they're probably going to Chair Recall. And I go, yep, there's a Chair Recall. And then I go, yep, Maid got hit. So it's just a little bit of situational recognition. As long as you're paying attention to the hype they have access to, if they have 3, that always needs to be in the back of your head. We talked about a couple different routing things, mostly focusing on corner choices. I don't need to go over all of them. Just kind of go back through, take the bits you want to work on. Some of them might not necessarily be worth focusing on, but I think a little bit of routing, a little bit of front loading, a bit more damage, and slightly better DHC choices will help you kill a little bit more. And especially for the yeah, spend your punch, please. It's definitely worth it more often than not. There are going to be some situations where you want to keep it, but it's the RPG problem where it's like, oh, but if I use my potion, I might not have it for later, and then you finish the game and you've got like 30 health potions, and you're like, well, that was spend your resources. They're there to be spent, especially because again, like you saw it, Mortis, like it's a ludicrous amount of damage front loading with that. And you need to have OTG to do it, so it's like you're spending a decent amount, but it's worth it. Oh my god, they explode. So the routing stuff, a little bit predictable, especially with Squiggly in terms of your reset points. Jab jab overhead is very common for you, and it is liable to get mashed on. So with that knowledge, kind of have a game plan to call that out a bit more, whether that's just genuinely, especially if they don't have a safe DHC, just be like, I'm a jab jab block. I do that with Parasol, like especially versus Yo-Yo, because Parasol I pilot in a similar manner where it's like, oh, you're just mashing on me? I'm gonna do jab jab nothing instead of high low afterwards. And then Yo-Yo sends L Bomber and dies.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Why are you here?
Why are you still like streaming?
I'm wrapping it up. You got here right as we're ending.
Oh, I was about to say, I'm like, bro, how like deep in there are you?
We're wrapping up.
Okay. Low-key, I was here the whole time, and I think the tips that I said during the stream is true.
Yeah, true.
I think we should listen.
Rube is the smart one. Don't pay any attention.
Now wait, hold on. I wouldn't say all that. Now, whoa, now we're just lying a lie now.
That's my job, isn't it?
I don't know if that's true.
Well, you can think on that. Food for thought. But yeah, beyond those things, it's kind of just like a little bit of game sense here and there. So again, like talking about paying attention to your opponent's mash stuff, screen positioning, prioritizing corner, prioritizing minor undizzy optimizations. So it's like, again, the concept of, oh, I'm gonna kill them without their undizzy bar full, and that's probably worth it. Or maybe sometimes it's not. A lot of those small things will all add up. But I liked a lot of what I saw. Your Fuqua is like, granted, like my Fuqua is but you're doing a lot of things my Fuqua definitely couldn't. Like you're doing some things I see JP do and rob people with. Like I liked a lot of what I saw. Squiggly can definitely use a little bit more work. Mess with people with dive kicks more. Squiggly gets to be a little ignorant sometimes. But
cheat and air stall.
Bro. Maybe I need to give Squiggly another shot. That character's so funny.
Dude, everyone was moaning about it earlier, bro. We're like, dude, there's not enough hate on Squiggly. We should change that.
I mean, Squiggly's really funny to me because it's like, there's something she does really well, but then it's just like, I detest playing Squiggly versus JP because there's something she just can't do. Versus characters with anti-airs, it's like, yeah, her jump light kick is good, but if you commit to the air and a person knows the matchup, you can't press on the way down. You literally, like, you put yourself in a checkmate situation by like forcing yourself to land on an arc on like double and Fuqua. Because their 2 HP just beats everything you do, even if you bait it out. I'll do jump medium punch to bait the 2 HP and then dive kick afterwards to get a whiff punish, and JP just drills me in the face afterwards. I'm like, there's no winning. I literally can't do anything.
To be fair, the example using JP as an example for like anything is like, this dude's a cheater. Like, we've seen it live in person. Like he like does things that like are like, yeah, this should work, and then you actually play him, and then it's like, oh, okay, never mind.
It's like, oh, he's a knower.
Yeah, my fault. Like, he's just him. I should have done better.
That's crazy. Thanks for the raid, Sage. Y'all are done at 11.
Well, yeah, that. From what I apparently there's horror stories of what happened today for Mixed Mustard.
Well, for those who don't know, while Mixed Masters is going on, we tend to run a VoD review as well through our server. So, if you're curious about why you lost some of those sets today, there is a forum in our server.
That's true. I think a lot. I think especially from what I heard of the matches that happened today, like we would be making a killing right now with VoD review.
Nah, it's your VoD review. Yeah, I'm gonna let you deal with watching those games.
Oh,
You
I
get
don't know,
subjected to that.
Oh, you haven't heard. Dust is about to learn. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not a knower.
Oh, don't worry, you're about to learn soon. He's going to learn whether he likes it or not.
But yeah. Unfortunately, y'all caught us at the tail end, so I guess I'm gonna have to find who else to alley-oop y'all to.
We will. Surely, if anything, what I think we can agree on is that low-key this was all Mario's fault.
When isn't it? Like, genuine question.
If I speak. If I speak about Mr. Mario,
Yeah, so
I'd be in big trouble.
very quick wrap up for the rest of the week. Thursday, tomorrow, I don't think I've seen anything about Kanji's house, so I don't think there's anything this week. Not Thursdays, Saturdays, 1 p.m. EST, you've got Ratai Grumble, open bracket. 7 p.m. EST on Saturday, we host an educational event, Skullgirls Get Gr8. Pull up, we'll match you against someone around your skill level and then try and give you advice based on the set. Sundays, you've got Hunter's Hustle, which is a beginners-oriented tournament. Please show up there if you don't want to deal with the people who are just in Mixmasters. It's a great way to get your toes wet without getting murdered by all the sharks that are looking for prize money.
Yeah, who would ever do that? I don't know.
Monday, we will have TBC at 8 p.m. EST, hosted by Oddberry. Surely Oddberry will host it this time.
Dude, yeah.
True.
There's also CC&D house, so...
I genuinely forgot that's
it's okay. No, don't worry. They forgot to. Don't worry.
Is that 8 p.m. or 9 p.m.?
I remember it as 6 p.m. my time, so, it might
9
be
p.m.
9
EST. Okay, 9 p.m.
Yeah,
EST
9
on
p.m.
Saturday.
EST.
CCD is hosting their bracket that's been revived from, like, the dead. It's 8 p.m. I'm getting gaslit.
Loki, wait, is it not 6 o'clock?
Wait, mate, are you CST? Are you running a bit?
Nope. Go ahead and ban them right now. Ban them and.
Or Ruby, are you lying to me?
I usually remember it as 9 p.m. Let me see. Oh, they changed it. It is 8 p.m. EST.
Yeah, it used to be 9 p.m.
Yeah, I thought it was going off the old schedule.
So you're a liar.
That's hey, low-key, if you really break it down, I wasn't really wrong.
Okay, so 8 p.m. EST on Saturday, there is another open bracket. So Monday, you've got TBC. Yeah, that's right. Also, bracket revived from the dead recently.
I don't know. I don't. That one can stay dead. Like that one, like it can stay like in the dead.
Tuesdays, you've got Danison hosted by Tarask, run through Mixmasters.
Good morning.
And then there is no Monday bracket. True, actually.
Last week of it.
And then
It's so crazy that Sauce is gonna die on Monday.
Wednesdays is Be Great. We host open bracket Wednesdays 8 p.m. EST through our server. So that's the next week. Hopefully you'll find an event to participate in, or at least spectate and have some fun.
Well.
And
Well.
There is no one playing SGA. I have no clue who I'm gonna raid, but the video's going up.
I think you should raid Salty Bet.
Salty? We'll figure this out. Whatever. Good night, everybody.
And my spectator.
That's okay.
Oh, nice! Ooh!
Oh, we avoided
Let's go.
it. Nice.
Oh, let me see it.
Hey,
Hey,
the combo?
hey.
you finished this. They
That's
died.
somewhat of a combo,
Nice.
yeah.
Hey, they're dead.
We're missing a few more parts to it, but hey,
Yeah.
We got Abomination.
It's like we have some bombas, but like our knowledge of the mechanics of the game are not exactly there just yet.